Hey, Parlay, meet me at the partner.
Do you really understand? Was you really understanding how powerful your voice was then?
When I did the assembly,
No, I'm talking about before. It's about when he said, "I want you to start. I want you to come coach." Did you know how powerful your voice was?
no, not until I got with the players.
So you just your passion through what you do and your passion through loving the game and not really getting a shot, pouring, taking all your situations and pouring it into these kids, trying to help them across the finish line. You doing this every game. And this lady, she white lady?
No, black woman.
Black lady, okay. This lady sitting in the stands and she hearing you every game. And she ain't saying nothing to you. She just listening, watching you. And then one day after the game, you just like, she's like, I want you to come speak to these people at the gas station. You gonna speak to the people, tell them your story. You got everybody in tears. I'm pretty sure that I would guess that you telling the story wasn't really necessarily, you was just like, I'm making this up. It was just, like you say, most of your shit you do, you just, it's come from here.
It's my life.
So you saying this shit, and at the same time, you giving this passion. Subconsciously, you thinking about all this shit at the same time. So when you leave, you just like, oh, that's the weight. That was just too much on me. I ain't, I'm finna, it's over with. It's over with. Mm-hmm. Only way this lady called you and say, how much do you charge? Now you get a chance to speak. You speak for them kids. All 500 kids come out, hug you. Has it clicked in your head yet then that, nigga, I might be good at this shit? Or are you just saying, I'm finna take the path of this another opportunity?
God told me right away. When I was walking out that assembly, I walked in that assembly a broken man. I walked out of that assembly with a purpose. And what I realized
he
was
did it in a day.
He did it in a day. He said, I remember saying, my granddad said, Will, the first thing that pays you is the thing that's gonna pay you for the rest of your life. You just gotta commit to it. So when they paid me that $7,500, whatever they gave me, that was $1 million to me. But I realized this is this moment. God told me that, Will, it was never your job to say mama or daddy. I took mama away to take the burden of your life, the pain that she was going through. She abused drugs because of being molested as a child. So that pain gone. You don't got to think about mama being in the courtroom or hungry or running out of the store no more. So all that love you have for mama, I want you to give it to my people. I want you to fight for them with the same passion you fought for her. So now every day I wake up, this is my joy. This is what keeps me alive. If a person takes my voice and I don't got a voice, bro, I don't even want to be here no more. My job is done. That's why I live by the saying Les Brown used to say, live full and die empty. That's what I wake up every single day, probably to just give the world everything I got, man, to save a kid just like us that's coming from the trenches. Because I watch everybody talk to the rich. I ain't never seen nobody talk to the poor.
Facts.